My name's Joanna Barnett and I'm Hotel Manager of the Grove Hotel.
My name is Kelly Asojo and I am an Events Service Manager here at the Grove.
Hi, my name is Andrea and I'm the Senior Sous Chef at the Stables restaurant.
So I'm Lauren, I'm one of the greenkeepers here at the Grove.
So I'm Soumya and I am a graduate management trainee at the Grove.
Hi, I'm Fenella and I'm a PGA assistant here at the Grove.
My name's Abby and I supervise the Wall Garden.
I'm Lucy Chase Gardner, I'm Head of Marketing at the Grove.
My biggest goal is to just make sure everyone is loving the fresh produce, especially what we have in the Wall Garden. I grew up in a family and I'm coming from a country where we made our own preserves, own jams, own pickles, and then it's just growing your own vegetables and then doing them everything freshly on a daily basis is just amazing for me, and I would love to drive this into the young chefs and the young generation. It's not just getting into the products but just loving the products as well.
For me, I think my biggest thing would be to get more women into greenkeeping, just because I am the only one in the team at the moment, so it'd be nice in the next few years to have just a few more faces come through.
Trying to be more sustainable, we're working towards it. I know housekeeping is doing its and bits over here and there, like the products that we're using, the amenities are all very good for the environment.
I think the last couple of years we've had a huge focus on people. Our people have to be the core of everything that we do. I think it's so important that we provide great working environments for our team members, that they really get to understand what an important role they play at work, to make sure we're communicating with them, and to also, nowadays it's so important that we can give our team members clear sort of career development and support.
I'm really trying to promote female and girls golf in particular. So last year I ran a successful Girls Golf Rocks England funded programme, getting new girls into golf, and we've just been accepted to run our second year, and we're also introducing a boys one alongside as well. So it's a really exciting time to get more children into golf.
My biggest personal achievement was when I went on the Hungarian MasterChef. It was one of the craziest, one of the most stressful and fun experience I ever done in my life, and it gave me the boost to go and just go after my goals and just achieve my goals all the time.
Personal is moving across countries and trying to make a stable life and career for myself in the UK, which I never thought I could do because I've always been very sensitive and very pampered kid.
I would say probably when I did some filming for Gardener's World. It's kind of really out of my comfort zone, so yeah, that was quite an achievement for me, I would say.
This year I was accepted onto the RNA funded Women in Golf Leadership Programme, which only 24 people across the world get accepted onto. So this is a big programme which focuses a lot on personal development, especially for people looking to get promotions into leadership roles. So we focus on things such as driving for success, self-awareness and emotional intelligence. So it's really helped me on a personal and professional level.
I think the biggest advice I would give to my younger self is just don't listen to anyone who says you can't do something, because you can always do a lot and then you can achieve anything regardless you're a woman, you can achieve anything regardless you're a man, doesn't matter your gender, you just go after your dreams and just keep pushing for it, because it's gonna become true one day.
Don't stress so much. I think we're fortunate to be working in an industry where no one's going to die, and I think it's really important to have a positive outlook on things. Challenges come up, but we need to try and find a solution rather than panicking.
Be curious. I think that's incredibly important, especially in the early part of your career, to gain as much experience, as much knowledge, and talk to as many different people as you can. It's so valuable to go and talk to other people in the industry and learn best practice from your colleagues.
I would say I have words to give her more than advice, and I'll just say you're doing just fine. So yeah, just keep going.
I think for me it would just be to just go out there and take risks. I would have never considered this as a career about 5 years ago because I didn't know it existed, but I'm really happy I made the decision to switch from office job to working outside.
Don't worry that there aren't many girls that play golf. I've met a lot of my closest friends through golf throughout my years playing and growing up. It doesn't matter that you have to play with 18-year-old boys, like that's okay as well. Just try it and keep sticking at it if you love it, and yeah, who knows where you end up.
I don't personally deal with imposter syndrome at the moment, but I did when I was younger. It's always something which comes up throughout your career. All you need to do is just get over with it, get on with it, learn, go study. Knowledge is your power. Without knowledge, you can't go anywhere. And if you have knowledge, you're never gonna think you're not good enough, because you have something in your hands and you have something in your heart which no one can take out.
I think everyone goes through a phase in their life where they're a bit like, they doubt their ability or whatever they're doing. I think you should just have faith in yourself and just believe that you can do whatever you want to do, and the people who will support you will show.
I do not really want any what if factor in my life, you know. I mean, if I think something's reasonable and I think I will get a good outcome out of it, I would really want to give it a go instead of just thinking, you know, oh no, that's too risky. So I just want to put both my feet in, sink or swim, whatever it is, I'll see what happens. But I don't want to have any regret at like 60s or 70s.
I don't think it's something I really struggle with too much, just because of how much support I get through the team. But if I ever did, I'd look at the evidence. So I'd go, you know, they chose me for this role, I've completed this course, I've been given this feedback, just to sort of reassure myself.
I would say that self-doubt's actually a really essential tool for growth. I think it's like anything, and the same as in nature, it's all about balance, not trying to swing to one way or the other really.
I just think it's important to remember that no one's got it all figured out. Everyone is on a journey. It's okay to make mistakes and okay to learn. Everyone's always learning.
In golf in particular is a very male dominated sport, so it's quite difficult to feel like you belong, if that makes sense, whereas in my previous job there weren't many girls. I feel like I kind of stood out a bit more, whereas here at the Grove, particularly within our departments, we've got other females as well, and as a company as a whole we've got a lot of women in high up positions, which is really inspiring.
I do not really seek validation from a lot of people. It's just very close people like my mom and dad, which are very close to me. I only go to them if I think something's wrong or if something's right. And if they've said it's right, that's the end of it. Like, I do not look for validation anywhere else. And I think that's how it should be.
To remind yourself that it's okay to be a little bit scared, but just to go for it and believe in yourself, and just really understand that you don't have any limitations.
It may seem like someone's really got it together and, you know, knows their stuff, but everyone can learn something from everyone.
There's lots of women that inspire me, and that changes all the time. At the moment, I'd say I'm quite inspired by the writer Sharon Blackie. She talks about women's roles throughout folklore and myth of the British Isles, and how the feminine's always been the keeper of the land, and I think it's helped me to understand why I've always been so drawn to working with nature.
We're fortunate here to have an incredible selection of women who work in the senior leadership team, my own team in marketing, surrounded by female role models really, which is really refreshing in an industry that is often male heavy. But also, I know it sounds cheesy, but if I was going to pinpoint one, it's probably my mum. So she worked relentlessly at the top of her game whilst raising a family, and I had a baby last year, so that's really set an example for me.
It has to be my parents. So if it's female, it's my mom. If it's male, it's my dad. They've achieved a lot in life. Whatever I'm doing right now and where I am, they did not really got an opportunity to do all of it. So they've made their way up from scratch, which is what I admire the most about them. It's just selfless love that I get from them, and I don't know how they do it. I just want to do everything that they do and make them proud.
Ikra is our assistant HOD in M&E, and she kind of trained me since I started as a casual, and I've progressed with her help, so she's my role model.
If I had to pick one, it'd probably be Leah Williamson, or just the Lionesses in general. I grew up playing football and there was never that many teams about for girls. I was travelling an hour and a half to play matches at the weekend, so to see the sort of everything they've done of pushing girls football is brilliant.
My female role model is not in hospitality industry. My sister-in-law is a VP for a tech company in New York, and she rocks, she's great. And you know, she's somebody who's a working mum, 2 kids at home, and she sort of really showed me that women can have it all. Women have such an important role to play nowadays, and we're amazing at multitasking as well. That has to be said. So yeah, I think she's a great role model for me.
My biggest role model in the industry, female role model, is actually Claire Smith. She is very strong, very talented and very precise chef. I would love to get one day on her level. It's just really important that just keep going after your dreams and then you can achieve anything.